Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Elliot, and I wanted to make this as an official video. I'm driving, so I'm not going to be able to look at the camera, but I was doing this long drive, and I wanted to do this now. I wanted to make a very large announcement as to the future of me and in the line dance community and the line dance world. I am... How do I say this? I never thought I would say this. I'm separating myself from the line dance community. I haven't done tutorial videos in a very long time, and I justified it by saying that anything that you could ever want in any normal dance that's done during the time of 9 and close at every given bar. Anything from Outlaw to Fake ID is already on my channel, and that's incredibly true. At which point, the only thing that anybody would ever really need were dances that are done prior to, or that are specifically done at specific clubs. And I felt that the necessary resources are now out there. When I started this YouTube channel and when I started line dancing 7 years ago, there weren't any resources. I started this whole thing because it took me an hour to find Country Girl Shake, the version that we do here, and now there are an infinite quantity of tutorials out there for Country Girl Shake and every other dance that exists. Copper Knob wasn't really a known thing back when I started. A lot of people weren't on that, and now they are, due to there's just more information from 7 years ago till now. My line dance career started again 7 years ago because I had no social life, and through the 7 years I've obtained not only a social life, but maybe too much of a social life. And it's gotten to the point, I don't want to go too negative here, but I do kind of want to explain that it's gotten to the point where being in the position that I put myself in the line dancing world, being a choreographer and a dance teacher and a figure that needs to adhere to specific rules, and I have to carry myself in a specific way, I lost who I was a lot, and I found somebody else. I found a different version of myself. I found a version that I could be of myself, but ultimately I feel like I need to spend the next chapter in my life to find who I was, and to find who I want to be. And I can't really do that being the person that I am in the line dance community. When I started 7 years ago, there were a lot of changes that I wanted to see in the line dance world and in the line dance community. Originally, obviously, one was tutorials on YouTube, which were so hard to find, and I felt like I pioneered that motion to start doing tutorials. But now you have a lot of other people doing tutorials that are just as good, if not better, than mine. And so tutorial videos are out there, and I don't necessarily need to be the only person that's doing it. I wanted country bars to be okay with doing song changes, because when I first started 7 years ago, we weren't doing song changes to anything. We were doing country everything, or almost very near close to everything. And if you've ever been to a country bar in the recent amount of time, we've shied away from that. And I don't want to say I started that, because Gone Country and Greg and Ryan and everybody from that family, they technically started that. But I was able to bring that to other bars, like The Ranch and like In Cahoots and like Cowboy Country, the bars that I was frequenting at more so. And then that started to spread and just become a norm, which is why there's all this like non-country. I wanted to be able to choreograph a dance, not having like specific dance training or anything, but being just a line dancer that dances all the time. I always wanted to choreograph a dance, and I came out with Loving Me Is Red. And my friend Jeremy and Kristen, they started that, and then I kind of picked up and I just kind of ran with it. And all of a sudden, I got all my friends to choreograph dances as well, which is why you have great dances like Dance With Me, which is choreographed by my friend Haley, and Perfectly Confused, which is choreographed by my friend Jessica, and Cake, which is choreographed by my friend Noah, and Move Like You Do, which was choreographed by my friend Krista. And then that became like another movement that I feel like I started. And I called it like Kid Choreographers. I was the youngest person to ever teach at Stagecoach, which was an incredible honor bestowed upon me by Anne Marie Dunn. She gave me basically my first bar teaching job, teaching at 6th Street with her, and then later on Water Wheel and Mavericks. Jeannie gave me my first actual teaching job, which was teaching at Happy Dance Fitness Studio. I mean, like, there have been so many milestones in my career as a line dancer, being in this community, that I will completely appreciate for the rest of my life. The amount of people that I have been able to meet and connect with, the amount of recognition that I've obtained through my channel is insane, and that will never stop being insane, because, like, you have to understand that 7 years ago, I started this because I had no friends. That sounds crazy to people, like, nowadays, when they meet me, and they think that I just have a bazillion amount of friends. And that's both true and not true. But I mean, the amount of people that have come up to me just randomly to say, like, oh my God, I've seen your channel, is insane. From being a person that had no friends, that had no connections, that was just kind of like an overlooked person all the time, to obtain the amount of recognition that I have obtained over the course of 7 years of line dancing is insane. I did not start this with the intention of teaching at Stagecoach. I did not start this with the intention of obtaining like close to 1,000 YouTube subscribers, and, you know, like, being able to be known through multiple bars, almost solely for my YouTube channel. That's how I met 90% of the friends that I have. You guys have been an inspiration to me for that entire 7 years. And I just wanted to say thank you. I wanted to say thank you that every time you go up to me and you tell me that I'm doing a great job, or that my channel has helped you, or, like, my favorite is when somebody tells me that their friend started and took them to a bar, and they were going to stop coming, but then they found my channel, and over the course of time they became better than their friend. Is just the greatest, like, thing that somebody can say to me. Or when I hear that my channel was promoted to somebody that didn't even know me, when my channel was promoted to somebody who didn't know me by somebody who didn't know me, like, personally. Like, it wasn't just automatically one of my friends promoting me. It was just somebody who found my channel, who promoted it to somebody else, who then, you know, like, that's insane. I feel like the amount of changes that I have changed for the country line dancing community is very vast, and I feel like I have done a lot. I know I've done a lot. But I also feel like I've done enough. I feel like the amount of energy that I had for line dancing and for the promotion of it and the continuing growth of it isn't as strong as it needs to be for me to be in this community still. And I feel like there are a lot of other people that are rising up and taking what I started and running with it. And they're taking what I started and they're changing it again. And they have the passion and they have the commitment and they have the energy to take line dancing where it needs to go next. And I feel like that's what you guys deserve. You guys deserve somebody who's going to be a pioneer, somebody who's going to change the game again, somebody who's going to appreciate it in the same way that I appreciated it 7 years ago. And I feel like I need to do something else for myself. In the last 3 months, I've been on a self-worth journey, and it's a journey that I've never taken before. And it's been incredibly important to my life, and it's been incredibly important to my own growth as a person, and it's been difficult. And I've had to really focus on it. And I've started to realize that I don't focus on it if I always have to focus on line dancing and about thinking of what to do next, what dance to teach next, what event should I go to next. And it was starting to noticeably limit the growth of myself as a person because I was relying on line dancing and teaching to make me happy. And when I found that it wasn't ultimately completely fulfilling me and making me happy, I felt like I needed to make a change. And as sad as I am to let go of line dancing, to let go of something that I have studied and tried to be good at for the last 7 years of my life, as sad as that makes me to have to do that and to say goodbye to all of you guys, I feel like for myself and for my own mental health and for who I am as a person, it's what had to happen. And I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who has supported me and who has believed in me, everybody who's given me all of the opportunities that I've obtained over the course of this large quantity of years. Tarina Chiato from In Cahoots and Anne-Marie Dunn, both of them have become like my line dance moms, and they have supported my growth and as a person and as a line dance instructor, choreographer, for the entire length of the last 7 years. And I can't thank them enough for everything that they have done for me. Like, to all of my friends that I've obtained, to all the people that I've changed their lives, like, I just wanted to say thank you. And I just wanted to say that I appreciate each and every one of you for everything that you've ever done. For supporting me because of my dance, or supporting me because of my teaching, or supporting me because I'm a person. I just wanted to say thank you. Because you guys are the reason why I stayed in this for as long as I did. And you guys are the reason why this makes me sad. Why this makes me sad to do. But at the same time, again, for my own personal growth as a person. Because it's what I've always wanted to be. A lot of my line dances, my line dance tutorials, I talk a lot, and a lot of people have complained about that. They're like, why don't you just teach the dance? Like, why do you have to talk so much? I talk so much because I'm a person. I talk so much because I'm not just a teacher. I'm not just a choreographer. I'm not just a line dance figure. I'm a person. I'm a person that has feelings, and I'm a person that has emotions, and I'm a person that has thoughts and ideas, and I've been neglecting that for a long amount of time, longer than I would have thought, because it wasn't until the last couple of months that I started to realize how much I've lost that, and what I need to do to get that back. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm obviously going to leave this channel open, and it's possible that I might post demo videos. If I ever get the space for it, I might do tutorials, but I wouldn't hold my breath, because I don't know when that would even happen, or if that would even happen. If you guys ever want to see me, tentatively I want to say that I'm still going to go to Incoots on Wednesday. I'm going tonight. That's becoming like the only real bar that I want to go to, on the only real night that I want to go to it at. So if you guys do want to see me, I will be there, because a lot of other bars have become very hard for me to go to, for a various number of reasons, on specific nights, which is also a contributing factor to why I'm also doing this. But I just wanted to make this video because I felt like you guys deserve the truth, and I've always wanted to give you an updated version of my mental thought process that I'm going through, and why I decide to do the things that I do. But I am giving up line dancing, teaching, choreographing, for a very long period of time. I don't want to say forever, I guess, but for a very long period of time, because it's not something that I want to focus on. I'm going to go to Incoots tonight, and my actual goal is to not dance. Your question should be like, well, then what are you going to do? And my answer to that is be the person that I want to be, and not the person that everybody wants me to be, which is the whole purpose of this. I just wanted to say thank you, and I love you guys, and I will always love you guys, and thank you for everything that you've ever given me, and for a like or a subscribe or a thank you or becoming one of my best friends. Thank you.